Man never expected. After the entire class was transported to another world, it was him who protected his classmates along the way, but when they arrived in town, he was the only one not qualified to become an adventurer. The most ridiculous part was that he was only level 9, not meeting the requirement. In contrast, the others had reached level 30 just by leeching off his experience along the way. In the eyes of the people in the other world, they were seen as big shots. At the beginning, he thought it was already unfair that everyone except him could choose powerful skills. Now he realized that there was also a huge difference in leveling efficiency. However, the protagonist was not discouraged. Although the gods gave him a dozen worthless skills, he had figured out that those so-called worthless skills were actually hidden concept level divine skills. For example, the temperature skill allowed him to learn fire magic on his first try, and the seemingly unrelated clairvoyant sight turned out to be an appraisal eye that could identify all things in the world. The seemingly useless walking skill naturally led him to learn airwalk after walking a lot. There were many more examples like this, so it wasn't a big deal that he couldn't become an adventurer. In fact, continuing to train alone outside was not bad, but since he had come to the city, he didn't plan to leave empty-handed. First, he got some money by selling a magic stone. Then he went to a weapon shop to see what useful items they had. With the appraisal eye from clairvoyant sight, he could see through everything. First, he bought some equipment that boosted basic attributes. Then he found an invisibility cloak that interested him. This town had an outrageous rule that outsiders couldn't leave unless they became adventurers. So this equipment was perfect for his escape. But while browsing, he saw something strange. According to the appraisal, it said fit 7. He remembered seeing a similar description in his worthless skills, villager A set. He asked the shopkeeper and found out that it referred to combining items. For this accessory, it could hold 7 items and use their effects simultaneously. Hearing that the price was 10 million era, the protagonist decided not to buy it. Instead, he suddenly wanted to try his villager A set. First, he combined the newly bought invisibility cloak with it. As expected, it worked. Of course, he didn't just want to try it. He planned to leave without saying goodbye while others weren't paying attention. He knew the class rep's temper. Once discovered, she would never let him leave the team privately.